The President's FA Cup done and dusted. Kwara United and Rivers Angels. Trent, are you surprised?
I'm not surprised. It was actually noticed. It was glaring, and it was quite obvious that these were the team that was going to emerge champions in the President FA Cup in Nigeria, both for the men's category and the women's category. For Kwara United, it's not just winning the President FA Cup; it is the performance, the representation out there in the CAF Confederation Cup. Yeah, and for Abakaliki FC, the Rice Boys, they went to Lagos to eat amala. It's quite. I know you're not used to eating amala, but Rice Boys from Ebonyi State down to Lagos, and it's so sad. It's so sad that a team that was doing very well eliminated Nasarawa United, eliminated Enyimba International, and not forgetting Ikorodu City too. So at the end of the day, you got kicked out by Kwara United, and that people said, okay, yeah, that at least Enyimba, Abakaliki FC, the Giant Slayers, they have maybe a factor to win the present FA Cup, but it was not what they planned over the weekend. And for me, I think it's a very sad one. They lost in the President FA Cup, and they also got relegated from the NNL. From the NNL, they'll be playing in the NLO come next season. So it's a very sad one. It's a lose-lose on both ends for them. So they should just go back, re-strategize. Maybe in the next President FA Cup, maybe if they get to reach the final, I'm sure they are going to win it. Okay,
Trent, if you actually saw that game, you will see that Abakaliki FC were a better side. Yeah, for me, they were a better side. Just that, when it happens that way, penalty is a game of luck, people say. So you can win or lose. But for me, I think Abakaliki FC were the better side.
I think, they were a better side, and not even only in that game. Since the beginning of this tournament, against Ikorodu, against Nasarawa United, against Enyimba, they scored 2 goals past Enyimba, the record champions as far as the Nigerian Premier Football League is concerned. And in the finals against Kwara United, they played very well. But I think it was all about experience. It was all about exposure in the FA Cup and exposure in Nigerian football. When you're talking about exposure, you have to give it to Kwara United. They have seen a lot. They have been through ups and downs. I think Abakaliki FC just 8 months. They are just 8 months since the inception of the team, so they still have a long way to go. Talking about experience, but their ball play so far has been in the President FA Cup was really good. But I cannot say that for them in the league too, because they were really poor in the league. That's in the NNL. But for me in the President FA Cup, yes, I understand they played very well against Kwara United, but penalties always a 50-50 chance, always a 50-50 luck. It's not even about luck. When you want to look at the team that between Kwara United and Abakaliki FC this season in the President FA Cup, talking about penalties, the team that can go on to penalties and win it through penalties, you mention Abakaliki FC, because the penalties Abakaliki FC have, the penalty shootout they have kicked in this President FA Cup is more than that of Kwara United, and they are always acing it in penalties. So what happened yesterday? The pressure, come on, Lagos pressure was on them yesterday, trust me.
Okay, you say Lagos pressure was on them, but with what we've seen so far, do you think Kwara United is a better representation for Nigeria in the CAF Confederation Cup?
Well, this question will always come biting anytime, any day. This question will always come back to us, because in the FA Cup champions over the years have not been a better representation in the continent. Starting from the likes of Bendel Insurance, starting Kwara United, not forgetting the last President FA Cup, El Kanami Warriors too. They have not been a very good they have not been representing us Nigerians in the continent. They have never. I can't remember the last time they went on after the CAF prelims. They went on to the normal stage, to even the quarterfinal. So it hasn't been there. So for me, I think it's not even about the representation. When we want to talk about the representation, we have to talk about the teams in the league. Maybe Remo Stars, Rivers United, and maybe Abia Warriors. But for me, anyone that wins the CAF, the President FA Cup in Nigeria, I don't think they used to go far in the CAF Confederation Cup.
Okay, now Rivers Angels, winners of the President's FA Cup. The prize money, I have a concern right there, because Kwara United bagged 50 million naira, whereas Rivers Angels 25 million naira. The disparity for me is just too much. Don't you think? I mean, something better would have been done. Because if I want to consider Rivers Angels, they are a better representation in the CAF competition, more than Kwara United, as far as I am concerned. So, why are we supporting, why year after year we continue to support this disparity in the male and female football? 25 million naira as against 50 million naira for Kwara United.
It's not even about the disparity. The disparity is not the problem. The problem is the prize money. Because if Kwara United were giving 200 million and Rivers Angels were giving 100 million, we'll not be talking about the disparity, because 100 million is a whole lot of money for teams in Nigeria. Now, is the prize money. The prize money is really, really bad. 50 million for Kwara United is bad. So talk more of 25 million for Rivers Angels, because if Kwara United were giving 1 billion, Rivers Angels were giving maybe 800 million or 500 million, we'll not be talking about the disparity. We'll just say, okay, yeah, the men should take higher and the women should take lower, because the prize money itself is not even big enough. It's not enough for Kwara United. 50 million, come on. How many President FA Cup matches did they play? Do you know how much each club spend to travel on the road? And since the beginning of the President FA Cup, no match has been played in their home in Kwara State. All is either they go to Abuja or they go to Lagos State. They will just travel here and there for their matches. So the prize money is not even enough. It's so discouraging. Talk more of the disparity. But since you asked about the disparity is really poor. It's really, really bad. Now, because this is when inequality comes in football. Because this is the pure definition of inequality, not the other one. So
anyway, my concern is more money should even be invested in female football, because female club sides in Nigeria, when they go to CAF competitions, they do better. Okay, that is my argument. With this, I want to believe that NFF would consider and do something better for female football, because right now they are the ones that are doing better as far as football in Nigeria is concerned. If you're just joining us, this is the Locker Room Central. Follow us on all social media platforms: Facebook, X, Instagram, and TikTok. The Locker Room Central. Trent. Something big happened over the weekend. I mean, there was this exciting news, and I'm sure it's something that would excite you so much. Seyi Oguntayo has finally joined Rivers United. What's your take on this, Trent?
Well, they say in every situation there's always the positive side and there is always the negative side. So I'll start from the positive side first. Yeah.
Okay, please, more of the positive.
More of the positives. So I think he's a very good addition to Rivers United squad. This is a player that anytime he's at the middle of the park, he can play 120 minutes anytime, any day. The young man has strength. I've watched him time and time again. I've watched him, I won't say all my life, because sometimes I watch other teams too. So I've watched Seyi Oguntayo a couple of times, and I can tell you for a fact that he's a very good addition to Rivers United. And when you want to look at the players that have played in Kwara United moving to Rivers United, you see that they tend to play very well. I don't know if it's because Akwa Ibom is close to Rivers State, but they just go there and they break into the starting lineup and they just know how to excel. And with the help of Finidi George, come on, this young man will cook. And at the end of the day, he'll be playing in the continent. Come on, a relegated Akwa United, he's not playing in the NNL, so he's playing in the continent. So for Akwa United, the last time players left Kwara United, 2 players, Sani Suleiman and Ubong Friday, they got relegated last season. Now, another integral player has left Kwara United. Which player would they now use to play NNL? At the end of the day, we can now start talking about Kwara United going to the NNL, because I'm afraid. See,
no,
Seyi Oguntayo is like, I'm not exaggerating. Seyi Oguntayo is like the best player in Kwara United the best midfielder in Kwara United over the years since Seth Manyi left. Seth Manyi that won the trophy with them in 2021 left. Seyi Oguntayo have carried Kwara United on his shoulder for so many years, but now you are letting that kind of player go. That caliber of player, you're letting him go. What happened to some other players of Kwara United that so many fans doesn't want to see them? See, if you know you're an Akwa Ibomite, there's no need of you supporting Kwara United. Go and look for another club. There's a club called Kwara United FC. I think that's the only private-owned club that are playing active football in Nigerian football system, apart from the NLO. In the NNL, they are playing there. And I think with the help of maybe the team management and everybody in the team, maybe they can make a way to come to the NPFL. But Akwa United, for me, I don't even see them coming back to the top flight football for the next 3 seasons. They are going to stay in the NNL for
Trent,
3 years.
Let's look at something very critical here. Do you think it's about the situation of poor management with regards to Kwara United, considering the fact that about 2 weeks ago the club management of Akwa Ibom State, the
Dissolved,
state-owned clubs were dissolved.
Yeah.
Okay, so who would have discussed contracts with Seyi at this point? So if you're a player who was playing with Akwa United the previous season, your contract ended, there's no management right now, who would you have that discussions with? And you have options of getting a contract with Rivers United, a very formidable side, a very good side, a side that is being coached by Finidi George.
Well, for me, I think that's a very good question because I didn't even see that coming. Number one, when a player wants to leave a club, the club has to give the player clearance. Now, who gave Seyi Oguntayo clearance? I understand he deserves his clearance. I understand that, yeah, it's legal. You have to get your clearance from a club before you move to another club. That's in football in Nigeria. That's how the system is. So now, who gave him the clearance, first of all? Because everybody is disbanded. Everybody has been dissolved from the management of the team now. And it's actually really good when you know the content of the contract when the contract is expiring, because he had a contract with Kwara United. He did not come out to say my contract is expiring. We don't even know when his contract is going to expire with Kwara United. At the end of the day, he's joined Rivers United. So there's a whole lot of questions that will be asked, and at the end of the day, the court of arbitration in Nigeria, I think they are not doing their work very well. They are not doing their work. No disrespect to them, but I think they are not doing their work, because all these kind of cases is supposed to be taken to them, table it to them, and tell them, so that they are going to know they are going to give the proper solution and proper verdict. Because now, who cleared Seyi Oguntayo? We don't know. Maybe the commissioner of sports is the one that cleared.
Anyway, I am excited Trent is asking this question, because about I think last week we were talking and I said NFF is not doing well, NPFL is not doing well, there's no proper documentation. But today Trent is asking questions. Okay, so excited about this, guys. If you're just joining us, don't forget this is the Locker Room Central. Moving on to the next story, Trent, the Club World Cup. Unfortunately for all the Africans representation in the Club World Cup, they all couldn't make it beyond the group stages. Trent, quite an unfortunate thing there for African clubs. African football. Are we growing? Are we doing better?
You know something? There's this thing that happens in European football when you know that you don't like a team, you get, and even though the team is the only team from your own region that gets to play in any competition out there, and your team does not play, you don't really give a damn about the team. You just look at the team and just say if they like, they win. You don't even want them to excel. But it's so sad that the fan base in Nigeria were looking out for other teams. Well, me, I was not looking out for any team. Because when they win is when they go far now, they will start saying Nigerian teams, where have you people gone to? Where have you people reached? So
anyway, I actually did, okay? I love good football. So if you want to, come on, there's nothing you can say about it. I love good football. And I was rooting for Mamelodi Sundowns.
I was not rooting for anybody. Yeah. Me, I was not rooting for anybody. Because at the end of the day, if they get to reach the quarterfinals, fans from South Africa will be saying, Nigerians, okay, we reached the quarterfinal of the FIFA Club World Cup. Your teams, your domestic teams have not even reached the finals of the CAF Champions League in a decade.
No, but wait, is it about Nigeria South Africa competition right now? But okay, now
that's how club football is.
No,
that's
wait,
how club
okay,
football should be. That's how fan base should be.
Now wait, let's put it side by side. Okay, now which Nigerian club side would you want to compare with any South African club right now?
Any South African club?
Yes.
You cannot compare Remo Stars to Chippa United now.
Okay, where's Remo Stars?
They will be playing in the continent. Chippa United, I don't think.
I hope they do better, because
it's not about doing better. As long as they are playing the continent, no problem. Chippa United. It's just few teams in South Africa that you can use to say, okay, yeah, they are better than clubs in the NPFL. The only good thing about South African league is that the league is organized. Everything is organized.
Trends.
But
I like the fact that you're using the right words today.
You see the clubs, the performances. I understand Mamelodi Sundowns, you guys play very well. Orlando Pirates, they play very well. But you see other teams back, they don't play well. Don't let them.
Anyway,
disappoint you.
There's good money there. There's good gameplay. There's good money. The league is good. I mean, you can. If you have a deal, please go for it. Thank you.
Well, I'm actually happy that all the teams. Somehow I'm happy, somehow I'm sad, but I'm more happy than sad that all the teams representing Africa they were not even representing Africa. They were representing their country, and they were representing their fan base, because they were not representing me. Al Aklid were not representing me. Mamelodi Sundowns were not representing me. Espoir de Tunis were not representing me. Wydad Casablanca of Morocco were not representing me. So why? It's just like now. Okay, for instance, let me just say, I fan El Kanami Warriors. Then Kwara United are going to the continent. As a fan of El Kanami Warriors, do you think I'm happy that Kwara United are going to the continent? I'm supposed to be the one going to the continent. El Kanami Warriors are supposed to be the one going to the continent. They say we are copying the European standard, so let's copy the fan base too. So that's it.
Anyway, Trent, I like what Mamelodi Sundowns did there. They had a very good performance, although they did not make it through the group stages, but they had a good gameplay. They did so well. Their fan base were right there to support them regardless. And I think I'm one of those guys who is rooting for you, please. Next time, I'm sure you're going to do better than this, and you're going to go beyond the group stages. Forget about the haters. You guys did well. On to the next story, Trent. Remo Stars and Rivers United in the CAF Champions League. Who is going to do well? Who is going to do us proud? And who is going to go far?
Well, if you want to look at it using the retrospective way, you see that Rivers United at some point, they used to go far, small, that in the Confederation Cup. But this time in the CAF Champions League, they are trying to bring up a very good squad. Adding Seyi Oguntayo from Kwara United to their squad, and I think with the help of Seyi Oguntayo, with the right squad, right team, and with the right thing, with the right decision and strategy, they will pass. They will pass. But now, not just passing. Where are you passing to? That's why I see. I'm just happy that I don't find any team in the NPFL, so I just have to advocate and speak for all the teams. Now, I think Rivers United will go far, and experience matters in the continent. And over the years, Rivers United have been there. They always try out. They are always there. They try their best to make sure that they qualify for either the Champions League or the Confederation Cup. And now it's not about going to the Champions League. Going to the Champions League, from the prelims, you have to qualify. You have to make it. Not just going there to make the money, because I know they make money. Teams from Nigeria that makes it to the continent, they make money, because when you go there, they give you money and you come back to run your business in the NPFL. That's how it is. So now, don't just go for the money. Go for good representation. That's what we have been clamoring for in Nigeria. Go for good representation. And for Remo Stars of Ikene, please, CAF, please, I'm begging you, don't pair them with Asfar of Morocco. Don't pair Remo Stars with Asfar of Morocco, because, see, Asfar of Morocco have been the weapon fashion against Remo Stars over the years. These people just know how to eliminate them. So please, if they remove Asfar.
Why are you begging CAF? The same Trent that said Remo Stars can beat Inter Miami. You are here begging CAF.
Remo Stars can beat Inter Miami now.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Asfar is not Inter Miami. Asfar, see, there's this thing that happens in football, that you can win any other team, but when you reach a particular team, it just happens. Even though you have been on a winning streak, but when you meet that team, something will happen.
No, but
so I just hope they don't meet Asfar of Morocco, because if they meet Asfar of Morocco, it's a dead end.
My candid opinion here, I think Remo Stars will do better. I think Remo Stars will go far. You know why?
Why?
They have a good project. They have a good management. They've been doing it smoothly over the years.
Rivers United
consistency, okay? We've seen how consistency has worked for them in the NPFL. And now, finally, they are the champions of the NPFL, okay? So I think they will do better, knowing that they understand, they know what it means. They know, from the management, from the owners of the team, they understand the business of football. It's not politics, okay? This is pure football.
So it's Rivers United that are doing politics.
Oh, they are not doing politics. You want me to say?
They are not doing politics.
You want me to say?
They are going to the market, getting good players, and they are winning their games. They qualify for the CAF Champions League. They won the league a few years ago. So which one is politics?
Anyway, I'm not going into that argument with you today, Trent. But like I said, Remo Stars, for me, I think will go far in this year's Champions League.
And Rivers United will go far too. Remo Stars, they may. I did not say Remo Stars will not go far. I just say CAF should not pair them with Asfar of Morocco. Because if CAF should pair them with Asfar of Morocco, maybe they meet Asfar of Morocco in any knockout round, they will knock them out. No disrespect to Remo Stars, but Asfar will knock you out. That's just the sad truth.
Anyway, it's not just about Remo Stars. It's not just about Remo Stars. It's about clubs in Nigeria, because right now our clubs are not doing well. So you can't compare our clubs with clubs outside Nigeria within the African continent. You cannot compare. Okay? I don't know why Trent wants to bring up this argument, but I'm not doing this argument with you today. Definitely not doing this argument with you today. I'm moving on right now.
You can compare. You can compare. There are some teams in Ghana that have not even they don't even know what it means to even play football in their league.
Moving on
in the top tier division.
CAF Confederations Cup, Abia Warriors and Kwara United. Who do you think will go far?
It's obvious that the Warriors. Abia Warriors will go far. You see this thing. There is this thing that happened last season. Abia Warriors in the final of the FA Cup lost to Economic Warriors. I think that would have given them an automatic ticket to play in the Confederation Cup. And they have been looking for this spot over the years. And I'm happy Abia Warriors have gotten this slot now to play in the CAF Confederation Cup. They know what it means to play in the league till you are third position and qualify for the continent. So I think they always fall back to the days where they were happy, to the days where they were sad, and make sure that it will give them the strength to go far in this in the continent. Talking about the Confederation Cup. But for Kwara United, I said it earlier that FA Cup winners, President FA Cup winners from Nigeria, representing Nigeria in the continent, they don't go far. But Abia Warriors, I think they have what it takes. Imam Mapakabo and his boys. I just have this feeling that they'll do something. At least they'll pass the preliminary stages.
Well, I think this year's CAF Confederation Cup is going to be something different from what we've been seeing so far. Something we've been seeing before now, because Kwara United, I believe, will do better than Trent is expecting.
But you were saying Abakaliki FC actually played better than Kwara yesterday. Yeah, is it the same leg Kwara will go and play the continent? But you were saying Abakaliki FC were playing better than Kwara in the present FA Cup finals. Is it the same leg Kwara you use in the continent?
You know, it's a different thing when you're trying to qualify for a competition and when you are already in the competition, Trent.
It's not a different thing. Kwara United, they don't know how it feels to play in the continent.
You think so?
In a long while.
Anyway, time will tell, because right now we have some transfer stories coming in from the NPFL. Talking about the coach of Sporting Lagos moving on to take up the job of Plateau United. Trent, did you see that coming?
I didn't see that coming. I'm serious. I didn't see that coming because there is this thing in Nigeria, in Nigerian football, that anytime coaches move to another club, something will happen before you know they'll just sack the coach. It happens. It happened with I think Ikorodu, and it happened with a coach that went to Paul Ofo, that was the coach of Kano Pillars. At the end of the day, he left. We don't know what happened. So for me, I think it's a good one for the coach of Sporting Lagos, the former coach of Sporting Lagos, is now with Plateau United, because you'll be coaching in the NPFL, and you know what it means to coach in the NPFL. You have to bow to everything that you're going to see. And the disadvantage of that move is that I think Sporting Lagos is a team that is so transparent that even on the sidelines, the coaches calls the shots for the team. Even outside the pitch of play, the coaches calls the shot for the team. They tell the team what to do. They select players, but now no external factors. But now you are going to coach a side that you know that the government is the one making sure that the team is very good. The government is the one paying you as a coach, and you are not sure if you're going to make all the calls in the team. So that's the ugly part of that move from Sporting Lagos to Plateau United. But all things being equal, Plateau United struggled relegation last season. Let's not forget that they struggled relegation last season. But they are just a team that anytime they are in the Pantami Stadium, they just know how to grind out results. They just know how to grind out 3 points. And on the road, just get one or two 3 points and cause upsets for teams maybe struggling for the league or maybe trying to qualify for the continent. That's what Plateau United are known for. And I just feel that maybe they are going to do better come next season, because I really want to see them do better. It's a team that I've been following, and I love the way they play, and I love the ambition, maybe trying to stay in the league, no relegation. But last season they struggled in the relegation, and I think with the help of this new coach, they are going to go far, maybe making it to the top 10 teams next season.
I think it's a good one for Oluwashola Adegun, taking up the job with Plateau United. He did so well with Sporting Lagos over the years, and I like to see when people take up new challenges, okay? And like you said, I'm just excited you are the one using the right words today. There's no, he didn't used to have that interference coming from the government or the owners of the club, and right now he possibly might be having some of those interference. Because earlier when I was talking about it, you said if there's anything like politics, if Rivers United playing politics, and you are here saying that there might be some sort of interference from the owners of the club or from the government who is sponsoring the club. Anyway, Trent, there's another news where
El Kaname Warriors have signed Kabiru Dogu, a man that has experience in Nigerian football. They've signed him for 2 years contract, and I think it's a very good one for Kaname Warriors because the former coach Aliu Zubero, now the coach of the Flying Eagles, the under-20 Flying Eagles of Nigeria. When you have someone like Aliu Zubero leaving the team, and you have a replacement in the man Kabiru Dogu, it speaks to the fact that you really want to win something, you really want to stay in the league, you really want to stay afloat, you don't want to go back on relegation because it's very difficult. And Kabiru Dogu, 10 years experience, more than 10 years experience in Nigerian football. He has been there, he has seen it, he has conquered. I think it's a very good replacement. It's a perfect replacement for El Kaneme Warriors at this point.
Well, it's a very good replacement considering that they were struggling at some points in the last season. They had the last day
trauma.
The last day trauma, and in a wonderful, very, very wonderful football game
we are still yet to
know how many minutes
how they even got the goal against Sunshine Stars of Akure.
Yeah, but it's a good thing there. I like to see when people move to take up new challenges, knowing that you can't just stay one place to prove yourself as a very good player or a very good coach. This is the Locker Room Central. Trent, your parting shots.
I'm happy that the NNL Super 8 playoffs will kickstart from next month, and we'll be there.
We'll be right there to give you every detailed information you need to know. If you've not yet followed us on all our social media platforms, please do so on X, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, The Locker Room Central. And also, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the notification button. Thanks for watching this episode. It was nice talking to you today. My name is Bill. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
This is The Locker Room Central.
You're gonna love it.